Good morning and welcome back to the Farm to Table Show Morning Edition. We're coming with you, coffee in hand, and a big old reminder today it doesn't matter how much land you have, it matters how you use it. This is step 6 in our 7 steps to self reliance journey. Invest in your land, tools, and time. And today we're going to zero in on land, not just the land you own. No, we're talking about any space you live in, owned, rented, borrowed, inherited, maybe even inherited with some tension, and or just plain temporary. So let's talk about how to make where you live work for you. Absolutely. So let's be real. All right, let's be real. We've all scrolled those YouTube thumbnails, Instagram homesteads, rolling pastures, 20-acre farms. All right, I'm back. How about that? Can I get a 5x5? Am I up, everybody? I'm seeing y'all. Okay. All right. Well, that's what happens when you, oh man, that's what happens when you're live. Well, welcome to the live, Ryan. Uh, Give me a thumbs up. Let's see. Yep, I'm seeing chat, so that means y'all are seeing me. Let's pick back up. I don't know what I was saying when it bleeped off, but anyway, we are talking about step 6 of our 7 steps to self-reliance. Invest in your land, tools, and time. But today we're going to zero in on the land. So anyway, and we're not talking about the land just you own, just any space you lived in, owned, rented, borrowed, inherited, inherited with tension, or just plain temporary. Let's talk about how to make where you live work for you. That's where we were at. So let's be real. Anyway, we've all scrolled those YouTube thumbnails and Instagram homesteads, rolling pastures, 20-acre farms, solar barns, deep wells, and a view for miles. And if we're honest, it can make us feel like we're not even in the game, unless, of course, we've got a tractor and a sawmill and a creek running through the back. Anyway, 40 acres. But let me tell you something straight up. Land is leverage, but leverage comes in all sizes. I've met folks with 5 acres doing nothing but mowing, and I've heard of retired widows growing more food on their urban quarter lot than most folks grow in a year. So if you've ever said, I'll really start when I move to the country, friends, you're not building a homestead, you're building a hope chest. And hope won't feed you, hope won't replace your grocery bill, hope won't water your plants when utilities go down. Start now, start where you are, and start with what you've got. And that's what we mean when we say invest in your land. So, the question, what counts as land? Land doesn't have to mean acres, although that's nice. Your land could be a suburban backyard, a rental home with a small lot, maybe a mobile home on some leased ground, a second floor balcony with pots and a worm bin, even that strange 8 by 10 wedge behind your garage that nothing ever seems to grow in. Hmm. Land is anywhere you can catch water, grow food, raise critters, store tools, stack wood, build soil. Your mindset has to shift from what can I do when I get land to what can this land do for me right now. And listen, we got to get into productivity over pretty. One of the traps that we kind of tend to uh, fall into is the aesthetic paralysis. We want it to look like the picture perfect, weedless, pristine Instagram dream. But you and I both know that's not real. The best producers out there, their yards are messy. Sometimes their mulch piles are big. Their garden fences might be mismatched. Their projects, they could be midstream because they're not trying to impress. They're trying to produce. So here's a motto for you. Pretty doesn't produce, production does. All right. Pretty doesn't produce, production does. Stop worrying if your space looks like a magazine cover. Start asking, what could I grow here? A tiny corner can grow tomatoes in buckets, lettuce in kiddie pools, herbs in the gutters, potatoes in feed sacks. Just saying, you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, the 1 acre workhorse. I'm going to talk to you about a couple, Mike and Janelle. They bought a 1 acre foreclosure, flat land, no trees, one falling apart shed, and a cracked driveway. But today they've got chickens and ducks, a year-round hoop house, backyard food forest with dwarf fruit trees, composting station, solar dehydrator, and a small tilapia pond in a repurposed stock tank. They didn't wait to upgrade. They didn't wait to buy 10 acres. They got to work with what they had. I'm telling you, that's how you got to be. And here's the kicker. They rent out part of their space for events, produce 80% of their vegetables at home, and make extra cash selling seedlings, all on 1 acre. So it can be done in small space. So here's what we do. Start with micro zones. Okay, you don't have to convert your whole space at once. Okay, it can become overwhelming. So break it into zones. So like grow zone, number one, the grow zone, raised beds, container gardens, or permaculture rows. Zone number two, the catch zone, rainwater barrels, maybe even gray water catchment. You know, that's the way to do that right there. Number three, the store zone, tool sheds, pantries, freezers, root cellars. Number four, the heat zone. It's where your firewood stack might be, or a rocket stove, or an outdoor oven. And number five, the critter zone. Maybe a chicken coop, or a rabbit hutch, or maybe a grazing pen. You can make one zone per month or one upgrade per season. Either way, it's progress. That's all that's about right there. Progress, taking a step forward. Now, the land you steward, not just the land you own, because ownership is great, but stewardship is greater. Whether you own it or not, you have a responsibility to invest in it. That means improving the soil, reducing erosion, adding organic matter, building systems that make it better year after year. A renter who composts and plants a pollinator garden is stewarding land. An owner who paves over the yard to park 4 cars, maybe not so much. Ownership doesn't make you self reliant, investment does. Okay. So you got a rental? Okay, well, here's what you can still do. If you're renting, here are some real strategies to build production without losing your deposit. Okay. Uh, Number one, use mobile systems. Okay. Garden beds and stock tanks, planters on pallets, maybe vertical towers on some casters. Install rain barrels that are removable with a diverter, not hard piped. Put in portable chicken tractors or rabbit hutches. Grow food indoors or with grow lights, or maybe aqua or hydroponics. And here's the kicker: ask your landlord for written permission to plant a garden, maybe in exchange for yard maintenance or something like that. But work it out. Just make sure you don't get in trouble, lose your deposit. But there's things you can do that are not permanent, that you can get your deposit back. Make sure if you move, you can take it with you. And hey, I heard about a person that added $50 in value a month by landscaping edibles, and now his landlord helps pay for seeds. Just never know how it might work out. Anyway, let's talk about seasonal investment planning. So here is your challenge for step 6. Okay. Invest in a tool, a project, or improvement that increases independence. Now, that could be monthly or that could be quarterly, as the seasons go. But invest in a tool, project, or improvement that increases independence. Okay. For land, that might look like in the spring you build a garden bed system. Maybe in the summer, add a rain catchment barrel. Maybe later, plant a mini food forest or berry hedge. And maybe in the winter, maybe do some sheep mulching in a new grow zone. Track it, budget it, and prioritize it, because every system you build is a piece of the puzzle that frees you. Okay? Land is not a dream, it's a decision. Okay? Been dreaming about land, wishing, waiting, watching other people live it? Today's your day to stop dreaming and start doing. Okay? Because land isn't just a backdrop to the homestead life. Land is a partner in it. It gives back what you give to it. So treat it like an asset, not a wish. So let me leave you with some encouragement. Look at the land under your feet. That's right. Look at the land under your feet, no matter how small, and ask yourself, what's possible here? Pick one project to make that space more productive. Forget about perfect. Start with practical. And never again say, I don't have enough. You've got what you need to begin. All right? Because land is leverage, tools are freedom, and time is your greatest wealth. Let's use all three. Well, good morning, everyone. For those who were here from the beginning, you know that it was one, you figured out it's live, right? And two, it is off to a terrible start. Had a little technical difficulty. I don't know what happened. I honestly do not know what happened. Everything locked up, and I had to reboot the whole computer and restore the pages and get back in here with y'all guys. Appreciate those that were there and hung out and. Uh, you know, stuck with me and stayed out here. So anyway, let's get into roll call because I know the chat has been very active over here this morning. Very active. Just foggy like pea soup out, Scotty. I like that. Well, there's Scotty, and of course, always earlier. Bro was up with him, you know. Anyway, all right, let's see. What happened to Johnny? Anyway, there's Chris and Dodge. Good morning, Hippie Cowie. Muddy Acres. Good morning, Jeff. Glad to see you in. Ed Kirkpatrick. Hope you're still with us. Glad to see you in. All right. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Yep. Everybody saying good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yep. 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 There's Robbie. Good morning. Good morning, Terry. Glad to see you in this morning. Video freeze. Yep. There we go. We're talking to it. Everybody's still saying good morning. Yep. Freeze. I see that. Let's see. Oh, I was seeing it too, believe me. Let's see. Are you sure he's live or is it really memory? Oh, it was live. I would never have left that in the you know he don't look live at the moment. No kid. I bet I was frozen. That wasn't a pretty picture. I'm sorry, everybody. I hit Johnny. I don't know what happened if it didn't come through on y'all's end because I did hit Johnny. Queued him up, but I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, yep, Cody, our nephew, Code Man, is having his gallbladder removed this morning. So prayers for you, Code Man. I know everything will be fine. So, Jeff, Scotty, you're on. Fill in the time with jokes. Oh, y'all guys are cracking me. Song and dance routine, yeah. And okay, well, on the bright side, we have a couple of days without any rain. No kidding. All right, yes, I was back. No truncated version this morning. We'll finish it out. Sabotage the stream. I hit Johnny. I don't know what happened. I know what it is. We had problems starting last night when I was trying to schedule this, and it was giving problems. So I had to totally rebuild a new stream, and so I don't know what's going on. With it. But anyway, so let's get back into it. Homestead, that's right. The Homesteader, no Homestead. Hope and faith is all we need. Yeah, you got to have a little hope. You got to have faith. You got to have it. But if that's all you got, you might be hungry. Uh, Jeff, I got 6 acres of crappy soil and shell. Yeah, that when you get back, when you start off with rough area, that makes it rough. Good morning, Janae. Glad to have you in with us. Uh, let's see where we at here. Yep. I feel you, Jeff. Got tons of rocks and trees, and I do got tons of rocks, and I got the trees. Before here, it was tons of limestone. Raised beds to the rescue. And glad he cracked. Let's see. Good morning. No, hey, Phil, Jeff, have property on the side of the hill that loses its soil. Yeah. It's going to be a journey. That's right. Let's see. Always is. As much as I hate it, we can't do it all at once. Just going through the fuzzy adventures and more. Welcome in. Well, I'm glad to have you with us. This morning's a little weird because I had a technical glitch, but we try not to have too many of those. So anyway, so welcome in. Glad to have you. I think I seen Central Missouri. Was in the coming up here. Welcome to the community. We're a little Central Missouri. Yep. Okay. Well, we won't hold that against you. No, just kidding. It's beautiful country up there. It's good stuff. Anyway, glad to have you in here with us. So Keith's handling all the introductions. Yep. Okay, everybody's saying. We're in South. Yep, Robbie's in Southwest Arkansas. Let's see. Chicken tractors need to be on pontoons. Terry, no kidding. Yeah. That's exactly right. See everybody talking about the rain. Good morning, Mr. Terry. That's right. Good morning. Look at what Burton Center are doing on just under 1 acre. It can be done. That's right. Simple Acre Homestead. Check those guys out. Practical it is. I have no choice. Yep. Time is the hardest thing to come by. Yeah, we're going to talk about that this week. Gamma radiation from outer space. I'll go with that one, Terry. I'll go with it. I got one neighbor buying eggs now and winning my first litter of rabbits this week. Hey, congratulations. There you go, buddy. Cody said Johnny was mad at me. I don't know. Well, Terry heard Johnny. Okay, well, I don't know. We'll get it figured out. Morning, everybody. Blessed, beautiful day. Yes, indeed, Janae. Thank you. Keep them coming. Yep. Wife is everyone here. Some morning I did, don't, but today I did. Okay. Okay, Mama here. Years ago, I had technology be strong. It's weird. So thanks, Miss Jewel. Good morning. Good morning, Tracy. Glad to have you in with us. And hope everything's going all right. Uh, dude. uh, Anyway, morning. I also play Boom, Boom, Boom. Listen for it. Anyway, whatever. You're killing me, Keith. All right. Good morning, everybody. All right, roll call complete. All right, there we go. Uh, there we go. Everybody's caught up. Well, for those that were tolerant through that little part of the morning, me recapping, say good morning to everybody. Uh, anyway, let's. We were mentioning weather. I seen Jeff mentioning weather, talking about the rain we've had. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Good morning, Rebecca Touch by Yarn. Good to see you this morning. And but anyway, we had some crazy weather. But let's go over and see our good friend Jack and the Redneck Weather Report.
Rednecks, it is 68 degrees this morning, June the 16th, 2025. We got a 9-mile-an-hour southern wind, making it feel like it's 66 degrees. Dew point's 58, and we're going to get to 91 today. God bless y'all. We'll see you again tomorrow.
All right. It's good to see Jack sounding better. Good morning, Petra Bear. Good morning. Glad to have you in. Good to see our friend Jack feeling a little bit better, sounding better. They had a rough week last week for sure. Uh, but glad to see him feeling better. I know he's on a new diet with his stomach and stuff. So a lot of things going on with Jack there. So he still needs prayers, along with several others I know that are battling things. But anyway, so keep Jack in our prayers. But yeah, yep, warming up this week just a little bit. We got a couple of more days of rain if it's here this week. Chances of it anyway. But then it's sunshine through the weekend. Man, do I need it. I got grass out here that's been wet for a couple. Anyway, I ain't been able to mow grass like a lot of you. So looking forward to that. So let's get in to today. So, talking about the land, I mean, I go back to thinking about when we interviewed um, the Dougherty, Sean and Beth Dougherty, and we were talking about land, reclaiming land. And they had some pretty interesting thoughts on it. I don't recap the whole thing. You can go back and watch it on the channel. But they talked about, buying land that was undesirable or deemed not good land. In fact, their land was deemed as no agricultural use. Yet they've got their large farm, I think 70, 80 acres, and they feed their entire family. 90% of what they have, they grow or raise, and on some land that was considered no good. And they were able to get it at a good price. And then, but they talked about, she referenced like Cuba, places like that, where they literally were growing things in cracks of sidewalks or broken sidewalks. I mean, you can grow stuff anywhere. I remember the people we interviewed from up in Dayton, Ohio, and, you know, inner city, in a bad neighborhood. And they're turning that block into a beautiful garden, fruit trees, and everything else. So it literally is start where you are, with whatever it is, whether that's in containers or whether that's in small strips, whatever it is. You can start and you can grow. And, even like Jeff, where he got some rough land, and Terry and some of them ones, it may take time and it may take work and effort, but it can be done. And, uh, eventually one day it won't be muddy acres, Jeff. Eventually you'll get it put back together. You'll get the inputs in and you'll get it figured out, or you'll get things growing there that helps it not be so muddy. And that's the thing. When you have a piece of land, figure out what works where you're at, and just keep researching, keep reading, and figuring it out. That's the trick there. 5 inches of rain last week. Yeah, you're keeping up with us up there. It's man, when you get rain measured, I told one of my sisters that I said our rain's been measured in feet this year, not inches. It's incredible how much we've had in this spring, the extended spring as we're going into summer. But anyway, uh, and to the guys out there, to the dads, for those of you, happy. I know I said it Friday on our way out, but I hope you all had a great Father's Day weekend. Uh, I know I did. Got to hang with my kids for, well, at least three of the four, but got to hang with them, uh, for a little bit Saturday evening, and that was really nice. Just get to hang out, spend time with grandkids and the kids and everything. So they were really cool. So anyway, let's move on into the brain buster. Let's get ourselves start to wind this way. The brain buster for today. Why is it called a building when it's already built? One of those crazy thoughts. Why is it called a building when it's already built? Hmm. We shall see. Anyway, and quote of the day. I kind of like this one, and I think y'all might agree, but I don't know. This person's quote: "My own recipe for world peace is a bit of land for everyone." That was said by a lady named Gladys Tabor. All right, Gladys Tabor. My own recipe for world peace is a bit of land for everyone. Uh, anyway, it is, hmm, maybe just something to think about there. But if everybody had a little piece of land and they had that to take care of, that'd be marvelous. Let's see. Yeah, Jeff agreeing it'll come together. Hope Lee can mow this morning. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm hoping I can get enough dry this week. I can get my grass mowed, and there's some other stuff going on. And Keith had a large live tree that just fell over from the wet soil. Yeah, they can do it. I've seen it happen. Uh, I say, why do you drive on a parkway and park on a driveway? Yes, Robbie, I've read that one before. I've said it many times. It's a great one. But anyway, hashtag stronger together. Everybody going on with the hashtag. Nothing can stop progress in your planning. Anything is possible and permissible. There you go. I like that attitude, Scotty. Uh, just keep it going that way. That's right. So let's see. Well, let's see. What is the date today? Upcoming events. What did I do with that page? Well, there's another technical difficulty. I grabbed one page too many for the upcoming events. But it's all right. I think I got them in my head. June 21st, and I think it's June 20th, 21st. Yeah, June 20th, 21st, Paris, Illinois. It is the Homestead Freedom Festival. It is on the South Fork, historic South Fork Homestead up there in Paris. They can search that out. Homestead Freedom Festival. That's coming up. Anyway, totally cool up there in Illinois. Then we take a nice little. I don't have any other. Well, end of the month of June, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, the Modern Homesteading Festival. You can find that information modernhomesteading.com, or you can get on the Facebook and the Google and all that good stuff, and find out about that for those up in the Northwest or maybe want to travel. And then, of course, we get starting out. Yep, there it is. Thank you, Janae, for putting that up there. And then, September 5th and 6th is the Ozarks Homesteading Expo. The that is in Marshfield, Missouri. That's the sixth year up there in that event. We're looking forward to it. Huge, huge event. Good vendors, good speakers and presenters. Looking forward to being there. Fuzzy Acres, that one's up in your neighborhood up there. So need to look that up if you aren't already aware of it. Go back up. Boy, we have had an active chat this morning. I love y'all guys. Y'all are doing great. It's almost like its own show over there going on. Some part comedy routine and part information routine. I don't know. Man. All right. Yeah. Fuzzy Adventures and more. Okay. That's it. I want to make sure I got your name right. But anyway, that's right up there in your neighborhood. Anyway. Yeah. Ozarks Homesteading Expo. And then, of course, at the end of September is the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous, Southeast Expo Center, McAlester, Oklahoma, June 26th and 27th. We are looking forward to that. September 26th and 27th. We're looking forward to that. That event is going. We are just super excited about where things are at. Chris and Dodge and the committee and them are doing a great job down there. We've got a great speaker lineup. I know Gardening with Leon. Leon Sloan is going to be there. And Yeah, Oklahoma Homesteading my house. That's right. And thanks, Cody. Got a great lineup. I know Keith and myself are even speaking down there. We got Jack Dyers presenting down there. Quite a few of the people in the chat are going to be there. Terry from TNT Homestead is speaking, and they are going to be a great event. And good morning, Musgrave family. Good to see you. We've had a crazy day, but we're off already. But we're up to it. But good morning. Glad to see you in there. So that's the event, of course. Homesteaders of America is October 10th and 11th, but that one is sold out. You might keep your eyes around for tickets. But anyway, I know that was a rough recap. I will find that list I had written down somewhere. Anyway, I'm actually so I shouldn't be surprised I was able to remember it in my head. I've read it every morning for most of the year. But anyway, forgive me for the technical difficulties today. That is the downside of live shows, live YouTube, live TV, whatever it is. When you go live and things happen, well, you just got to deal with it. You just got to keep on rolling and adapt and overcome, as the old saying goes. But anyway, yeah, Robbie, I am definitely ready for the rendezvous. I'm ready for Ozarks Expo as well. That's both of that month of September is busy, but man, am I looking forward to it. All right, Ed Kirkpatrick, thank you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day. Ed's got to run, and we're about to wrap this up anyway. That's right. Anyway, that's a wrap for today on the Farm to Table Show Morning Edition. Thanks for joining us, imperfections and all, as we strive towards building stronger communities for now and in the future. If you enjoyed today's chaotic episode, don't forget to hit that like button. Share it with your friends. And you know what? If you're not already, subscribe to one of our channels, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble, or subscribe to all four. That's all it's all about. Anyway, it is the best way to stay connected, help grow the conversation about food, farming, and community. Until next time, keep your roots deep and your vision growing. Good food starts with great people just like you. Remember, we are hashtag stronger together. And, hashtag think outside the big box store shop local. And I'm sure there were a few other hashtag tablers unite, hashtag tablers ball. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, no, it's, anyway. I'm cracking me up. I got to share this. Jeff, you're killing me. What's dating a girl from multiple times? Didn't work out. I'm bad with names. Oh, that is too funny. But anyway, listen, everybody be a blessing to someone today. And we will see you back here. You know, Fuzzy Adventures. If you're not already, please subscribe. I'm glad you joined us this morning. Hope you enjoyed the information, and I hope you had a good laugh along the way. And look forward to seeing you again out there. But anyway, be a blessing to someone today, even if it's just a smile. You could make that person's day. So anyway, we will see you all on the other side, and we're going to hand this over to Hank. And you know what? I hope Hank gets it together this morning and has a good morning. So y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
No humans were harmed in the production of this podcast.